Hey there everyone, and welcome to the channel again. Like always, it's me, your host Amy from Penventure, and you know what? I do sound like Morgan Freeman, and I don't know if that's a compliment because my voice has been down for the past few days, and I've been missing having everyone here for a fountain pen review. And what better opportunity than to showcase the new Visconti Divina Matte, and also my voice is the first day that I'm showing signs of getting better and better and being ready to record video for the Penventure YouTube channel. So let's see inside the box. Let's see this wonderful writing instrument and all of the features and the new things that Visconti had been working for in this project. Let's check it out. So let's start with something funny regarding the Visconti Divina series. If my memory serves me well, I had a conversation with Dante Del Vecchio, which is the former founder of the Visconti brand and also CEO, and a wonderful, very, very gifted and talented individual in regards of making fountain pens. And he designed the Visconti Divina, the entire series. And someone tried to replicate the shape of that specific fountain pen. And the funny part is this: they contacted Dante laughing and asking him, how do you guys do it? Because we tried to do it to replicate this fountain pen, and we end up with the cost of the labor, the machinery, the materials, the same roughly with the price of the final fountain pen that Visconti was selling it at retail. Yeah, it is a pretty unique shape for a fountain pen, very, very interesting. It has a few years in the Visconti lineup, and the fountain pen looks very, very impressive. Nevertheless, this year they launched a new Visconti. It's called the Divina Matte. It comes with a few interesting takes on different aspects of the entire series, which we are going to debate, showcase, compared to the other model, the initial one, in this video review. In true Penventure style, I'm gonna showcase the fountain pen first with the shopping experience, what you get when you order a Visconti Divina Matte. Then we will go into details, showcasing how is the fountain pen, what is the look, the shape, very interesting details and everything about it. Then we will have a side-by-side size comparison, writing sample, and in the end I'm going to share some of my personal opinions regarding this fountain pen series and model, and we are going to end the video. The fountain pen comes in a box like this, and I've observed that in this contemporary times, manufacturers of writing instruments are downscaling in regards of their packing. So there isn't too many super lavish boxes and presentations, unless it is a very, very high and expensive price for a fountain pen. And we have a cardboard sleeve with the fountain pen resting right here. Under it you will find the warranty instructions for use and everything that the fountain pen is going to arrive with. Here we have the Visconti Divina Matte, or satin or matte finish. From the get-going, let me tell you that this material is not Visconti lava, or what you call lava. This is resin. Nevertheless, a very interesting fountain pen, and the overall shape of this fountain pen, it is unbelievable. The way how this fountain pen looks, how it feels, how complicated it is to have this very, very interesting shape for a fountain pen. So it's just like a screw. The grooves are channeling in, and every single facet is aligning to perfection. It is shaped in 5 facets, which are screwing in the entire body of the fountain pen and continuing down on the cap as well. In the initial collection, and I have here the Visconti Divina Blue, a few minor differences is the same shape, but on the edge of each facet we have an inlay of sterling silver, which on the Divina Matte it's not there. So Dante used a very, very impressive overall theme for this series, the Divina series. It's called like this because it's referring to the Leonardo da Vinci and his golden ratio or divine ratio. The proportions of the fountain pen, the ratio in between the cap and the barrel of the fountain pen, we have the spirals and everything that has to do with the shape. It's dictated by the golden ratio. And this fountain pen is pretty and beautiful and very, very interesting. Let's go into the details and let's start with the finial first. We have the Visconti V logo, and you can use a magnet to remove this trinket, to say so, and substitute it with something which can be name initials, zodiac signs, or semi-precious stones. We do have the MyPen system in our inventory. Down below I will leave you the link for it if you want to personalize such a fountain pen. The clip is classical Visconti Ponte del Vecchio clip, which is designed to reference a bridge in Florence, the city where Visconti is based, and it is a very, very unique and easy to identify element of the Visconti design lineup. And we have laser engraved on this clip Visconti. Moving further, the shape of the cap is just like the barrel, it's spiraling in. We don't have any silver inlays on the edge of this 5 facets. We can see that we are dealing with the trademark Visconti hook safe lock mechanism, which you can use only a quarter of a turn to uncap the fountain pen. It's just like a bayonet type of a capping, and it's smooth, it's crispy, it's springy, it doesn't snag, it's gliding very, very easy, and I love this system. Take a quick look at this nib, because this is not the 18 karat gold nib which is present on the Divina Blue and Burgundy, which I have right here, and this is the 14 karat in-house made gold nib by Visconti. A few differences we find at the way the nibs are stamped, and also on the Divina Matte, like the entire trims of the fountain pen, we do have a black ruthenium plating on every single metal trim of the fountain pen, and this gives it a very stealthy, interesting look. Turning the fountain pen, we have an ABS plastic feed. The nib and the feed are friction fitted inside the plastic collar, together forming the Visconti nib unit. You can take out the nib unit using a tool like this, which is provided by Visconti to any authorized retailer who can and have the knowledge to disassemble safely such a nib unit and to change it. Moving further, we have the section Ergonomics, and the fountain pen is very, very nice in that regards. It is similar to any Homo sapiens or even the Divina section from the blue model. It is a let's say hourglass shape overall section, which I deem to find it quite comfortable in extended periods of riding, and also enough for me, which I have a small to medium size hand. We do have right here the grooves of the capping system, the hook safe lock grooves. Those are polished. There isn't any sharp edges that can, let's say, make your grip feel uncomfortable if you even grip the fountain pens by those grooves. Moving further, we have this ring right here, the barrel ring. It is not engraved. It is continuing with the overall shape of the spiraling barrel. Fits very, very nice with the overall look of the fountain pen. The barrel, it's slightly tapering in towards the piston knob. It is not that visible. It is slightly going to taper in towards the end of the fountain pen. The spirals are here present as well, and the satin look of this material will for sure make the fountain pen look very, very impressive. Let's move to the end of the barrel, and we find a very, very unique filling system, which is most accustomed to Visconti, and I found it on the Divina series quite often, if not most of the time, and it's called a pull turn piston. You would pull it like so, then you would turn to draw ink or to expel ink. Right here I don't know if it's visible or not, but you can find some instructions in regards of how to turn, how to pull, and everything that makes the system operate. I don't think this is a true piston, and let me explain. In order to have a piston filling mechanism, we're talking a assembly right here in the back with a rod and a piston that glides inside the barrel of the fountain pen. I don't think we have such a thing right here. I think, and I'm pretty sure when I say this, we have a captured converter, which works just like a piston, but the ink volume is a little bit less than a true piston that can glide and take advantage of the entire diameter of the inner barrel, which is larger than a captured converter. The working principle I know is the same and the name is used as piston, but I think we need to point that out for sure. And pretty much that sums up the details of the Visconti Divina Matte. Quite the interesting fountain pen, a step forward from Visconti, and I will explain you why do I think so in my opinions at the end of the video. Now let's go into a side-by-side size comparison in order to showcase how the fountain pen sits toe-to-toe with other fountain pens from the same manufacturer, in our case Visconti. We'll give you some dimensions, proportions, and then we will move into a writing sample. And this is how the Visconti Divina looks next to a Visconti Opera Master Savannah and a Visconti Homo Sapiens Demo Stones. As you can probably see, the Visconti Divina, it's a little bit skinnier in regards of the Visconti Opera Master, quite similar to the Homo Sapiens, maybe a touch more lighter. Overall dimensions of the fountain pen cap is 150 millimeters, and the total weight of the fountain pen cap, like so, is 37 grams. Uncapping the Visconti Divina, we can see that we have a different story. The Visconti Divina is rivaling in length the Visconti Opera Master. It's a little bit longer than the Homo Sapiens, and it is quite a interesting choice in regards of shape if we want to go one step further from the Visconti Homo Sapiens. The dimensions of the fountain pen uncapped is 136 millimeters, and the total weight of the fountain pen uncapped, like so, is 22 grams. If we post the Visconti Divina, we can clearly see that it sits comfortable in between the Visconti Homo Sapiens and the Opera Master. It's smaller than the Opera Master and a little bit longer than a posted Visconti Homo Sapiens. And the total distance in between the tip of the nib and the cap end is 180 millimeters. Let's proceed to the next important step, the writing experience with the 14 karat in-house made gold nib by Visconti. And I'm gonna start right here. So we have the pen, and this is the Visconti Divina Matte. We have the nib is 14 karat gold, and this is a medium size point. The ink is Visconti black, and the paper is Tomoe River paper 52 GSM. Now let's check the wetness. These nibs are wet, but they do come moderate, not overly wet from the box. And I left the nib to write just like it came from Visconti. And I've observed this, it's quite synonymous with the 14 karat gold nibs by Visconti. They do come moderate, not overly wet, but the ink flow can be addressed in regards if you want a much more richer ink flow. You need to just type in the order notes and I will adjust your fountain pen according to what you want. But this is how it came from the Visconti to us. Now let's proceed to some normal figure of eights. This is quite a fine medium nib, to say so. It's not like a Japanese medium, But anyway, in comparison to the 18 karat gold nib, the 14 karat gold nibs are much more finer. Disclaimer, this is personal opinion based on how many Visconti 14 karat gold nibs I've tried. And now let's go with some flex, and I'm gonna apply a little bit of pressure. As you can see, the nibs are quite rigid. They do have a little bit of give, but nothing super impressive or crazy in regards of flex. So I would say to just not overdo the flex on a 14 karat gold nib by Visconti, because it can end up in having a snail look on the two tines. Now let's proceed with the sentence. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. A very impressive 14 karat gold nib by Visconti, in-house made, which I do believe they took a very important step forward in bringing the production of these nibs in-house, because now they don't have to pretty much depend on other manufacturers or third-party suppliers in order to have nibs on their fountain pens. Of course, it's quite demanding, and these nibs went through a lot of testing. I received a lot of prototypes. I've gave my honest feedback and opinion regarding them. What I do know about the 14 karat gold nibs versus the 18 karat gold nibs by Visconti is that they are a little bit drier than the 18 karat out of the box. The tipping, this is the ball that I'm referring to. That's the tipping ball on a nib, and that on the Visconti in-house gold nibs, both on the 14 karat and the 18 karat, it's slightly enlarged. But what's particular about the 14 karat gold nib is that the line that fountain pen puts down, it's more true to the size. So for example, a medium is close to being a medium, a fine to a fine, an extra fine to an extra fine. On the 18 karat gold nib, it's a little bit different. It puts down a much more fat line, and for some it can be a fat medium, or for some even they can categorize it like a broad, for example. Nevertheless, a very interesting nib and quite a nice writer overall. A hint of a feedback, nothing unpleasant, a little bit of give, rigid overall, but it does have some give. It is not just like a nail, quite hard and harsh. It has some give. Anyway, let's get into my personal opinions regarding this fountain pen, because we do have a lot to talk about. I'm very pleased about the Visconti Divina satin, matte, call it whatever you like, because it is opening up the Divina series to be more accessible in regards of price point. We are talking about a fountain pen, the Divina Satin, this one, which is priced at 680 euros, no VAT. The bigger brother of the series, this fountain pen with the sterling silver inlays and weighing a little bit more, it is priced at 800 euros, no VAT. We are missing those silver inlays, and besides that, the 18 karat gold nib, and those facts alone make the fountain pen, the Divina Matte, this one more accessible to someone that's looking for that, having such a fountain pen on a budget. Also, it's lighter as a fountain pen, so the difference in between the Visconti Divina Matte, this one, and the normal series, this one is weighing 42 grams and this one is weighing 37 grams. I know that in digits it may not sound that much, but if we are going to have both fountain pens in our hands, you can clearly feel that the Visconti Divina Matte is lighter. The overall finish, made out of resin, quite resilient, being that's not shiny. It is a bonus because it can be more prone to absorb normal wear and tear, micro scratches and all of that, when we are talking about a very, very shiny surface like this one. Every single ding, every single scratch, micro abrasion is showing up and disturbs the overall look of the fountain pen. On this one, I do believe you can carry this fountain pen, and it's quite resilient and it's nice. Love the fact that they went all black, black trims, black nib, and the 14 karat gold nib, in-house made. I think we have a very, very interesting fountain pen. And pretty much that sums up my opinions regarding the Visconti Divina Matte. Let me know your opinion in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think about it. Let me know what you think about the decisions that were made by Visconti in order to bring the price point a little bit lower. If you find this fountain pen appealing and want to be the owner of such a writing instrument, just scroll down below. You will find the links for this fountain pen. We do have 2 of them in stock. Both of them come with a medium nib. For the other nibs, they will be arriving soon on our inventory. That's all I have for the Visconti Divina Matte. Thank you for spending this time with me on the Penventure YouTube channel. Thank you for enjoying my content. If you find this video useful, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. This will help me a lot with the YouTube algorithm to reach out to many more just like you. My voice is a little bit better. It's not that Morgan Freeman anymore. And also, I know that some of you that are watching our content are not subscribed yet. So if you want to support me, my passion, the Penventure YouTube channel, don't forget to subscribe to the Penventure YouTube channel. You can do that by clicking there, I think, or something like this. And if you want to see more quality content from Penventure and Emmy, you have this video right here. Click and enjoy. Like always, I've enjoyed this time and I look forward to seeing you next video. Stay safe, take care, bye bye.